Most Americans are exhausted from working every single week, yet still can't breathe financially. We were raised to believe that if we grind hard enough, the money will eventually come. But that promise is broken, and we all feel that deep in our gut. Millions of good people are living in survival mode, not because they're lazy, but because the rules they were taught were wrong. We weren't prepared to be wealthy. School trained us to be employees, not owners, not investors, not free. We were told to save money, play safe, and hope things magically work out. That is not wealth building. That is financial obedience. Inflation, debt, and rising prices are squeezing Americans like never before. You try to do everything right, but every month the money situation still feels painful and scary. That's why Rich Dad Poor Dad hits so hard. It exposed the mindset trap that keeps people stuck, and today, in America, that book matters more than ever. Hey everyone, I'm Ethan. Welcome to Ethan's Money Library. This is where we decode wealth lessons from the greatest money books in the world. Because money is just a language, and when you learn the language, you can rewrite your financial story. Before we start, reminder, this is for education only, not financial advice. And if you want more wealth breakdowns backed by real books, hit subscribe right now so you never miss the next Money Library episode. Today's book, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And in this video, we will break down 3 money rules that still work in 2025, America, and how to apply them to your real life starting this week. So stay sharp. This will change how you see money forever. Rich Dad said this: "The rich don't work for money, money works for them." Most Americans only know earning money with hours and labor. The wealthy win because they learn how to own assets, not just earn a paycheck. Here's the reality. 71% of American millionaires didn't get rich from salary, but from ownership of assets. Ownership is the lever that multiplies your effort. Once you own things that earn, money continues even when you stop working. Employees trade time forever, and that creates a ceiling. The rich build systems that make money while they sleep. Ownership breaks the limit on how big your life can become. Most people can't get rich because they don't know one basic thing: the difference between assets and liabilities. Assets are things that keep paying you every single month. Liabilities are things that keep taking your money away little by little. The average American is spending 97% of their income on liabilities like car payments, debt, and lifestyle burn. That means almost nothing is left to invest in assets. So they work harder, but never get ahead. The middle class thinks buying more stuff means they are building wealth. But most of those purchases are just fancy liabilities that drain their pocket. The rich build a portfolio that pays their rent every month, even while they sleep. Rich people don't just hope money works. They study how money flows through taxes, corporations, and assets. Then they position themselves exactly where the money naturally goes. The wealthy don't just earn salary. They structure income so more money stays after tax. Data shows wealthy Americans legally keep up to 37% more after tax by how they structure the flow, not by working harder. Debt becomes scary only when used emotionally. But the rich use debt as a tool to buy assets that pay for themselves. The poor fear debt. The rich direct debt like a weapon pointed at wealth creation. Your brain is your real asset. Income doesn't magically increase by itself. Money rises after you upgrade the way you think. You don't grow your paycheck first. You grow your mindset first. 3 out of 4 lottery winners go broke within 5 years. Because they never changed the beliefs behind their spending. They got more money, but kept the same poor money thinking. Poor people chase dollars. Rich people chase knowledge, books, and skills. Thinking, once I earn more, then I'll invest, is the trap that keeps people stuck forever. You don't need a 6-figure income to start building wealth. Even normal people with normal paychecks can start today. The trick is not how much you start with, but that you start at all. If you invest $300 a month for 20 years, even with normal historical averages, that can grow to over $200,000. That is literally one rental down payment, or your kid's college tuition, or the capital to launch a business. Small monthly decisions compound into life-changing numbers. Social media celebrates the flashy lifestyle. But the real wealth builders are quiet, consistent, and patient. The only real danger is waiting for the perfect time. Because that time never comes. Fear is the real enemy. Most people don't realize fear quietly controls all their financial decisions. And the poor avoid risk, while the rich learn how to actually manage it, like a skill. Studies show 9 out of 10 Americans avoid investing, mainly because they fear losing their money. That fear stops them before they ever even start learning the rules of the game. But when you start understanding how money works, fear loses power and confidence grows. Avoiding risk isn't safety, it's actually the biggest risk of all. Because staying in the safe zone feels secure today, but it silently makes you poorer over time. The rich know, safety with no growth eventually becomes danger. We were never trained to be wealthy. We were trained to follow rules, sit still, and memorize answers. If you want real money knowledge, you must go hunt it yourself now. Schools were never designed to make you wealthy. Schools were designed to make you obedient and predictable. Wealth requires thinking differently from the system. Most people were not raised with wealth frameworks. Parents usually teach survival because that's all they knew. The rich teach ownership because they learned how money truly works. These 3 rules still work today because the game of money didn't change. Rule 1. Money is a tool you command. Rule 2. Buy assets that feed you, not liabilities that drain you. Rule 3. Learn how the rich use taxes and debt to legally multiply wealth. You don't need more hours, you need better rules. If this opened your eyes, like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who's trapped in the work harder lie. And tell me in the comments, which one of these 3 rules hit you the most? And which one will you apply this month? This is Ethan's Money Library. Building wealth, one book at a time. Your next level of wealth begins with how you think, not how much you earn.